Alright, today we're going to review the Smith & Wesson Sigma 9mm. I've actually had this for a while, but we're going to do an open box like we just got it. I'll go ahead and start here. We'll start with opening the box, see what we got. Here we have the gun itself. Real nice gun, heavy, feels like it's of high quality for being a cheap gun that's only $2.99. They're probably about $2.89 now. We'll go ahead and check, make sure the chamber's clear here. Gun's safe. Alright, the gun has a real nice metal top here, plastic on the bottom, real heavy duty plastic, cycles real well, smooth gun. We'll go ahead and get that out of the way here. Alright, it comes with two clips. They hold 16 rounds each. It's always nice to have extra ammo back up, have those loaded in the clip. Also, I have the holster here, Uncle Mike's brand holster. It's real nice. It's similar to what law enforcement use, and it's real nice. Clip go right into the holster there. Fits in real nice. The gun itself, I believe, is made and intended for law enforcement. It does not have a safety on here. Another thing it has, this gun's mainly for my wife to shoot. It has a really heavy trigger. I believe it's around 8 or 9 pounds. I may be wrong. I have done some trigger work. You can look up videos on YouTube. You can remove a pigtail spring in the back here, as well as another spring down here in the trigger housing, and it does take off about 4 pounds. It makes it a whole lot easier to pull, much easier to pull the trigger on this gun. I highly recommend doing it. A lot of people are kind of 50-50 on it. Some people say it's a bad idea. I think it's a good idea. It makes it a whole lot easier. When you have a woman firing this, they have smaller hands and not as much finger muscle, I guess you would say. It makes it a whole lot easier for them to fire. It does not affect the safety, I don't think. The gun still has quite a heavy trigger. You know, to get this thing to actually go off, it takes a lot to pull it down still, 4 pounds even. So I would recommend doing that. Check out the other videos on YouTube. There's a lot of people that show how to do it, and like I said, I've put about 500 rounds through it. I haven't had any problems with the trigger springs being removed. I've never had a misfire, jam, or anything like that. So back to review here. The two clips, of course, comes with the lock. That's always good if you have children around or just anybody. If you're using it as a home defense weapon, you're not going to have time to unlock it. I suggest keeping it in a safe place, hid, but within reach. Another thing is the factory Smith & Wesson in here is the first shell fired out of the gun. It's got the empty cartridge here. I'm not sure why they do that. It's got a lot of info on here. I'll go ahead and let you see. And right here's the springs that I was talking about earlier. This is the one down in the trigger housing. It's kind of like a little Bic pen spring. It's kind of what it looks like. Then I have the pigtail spring, which is at the back of the trigger housing. This is a really strong spring. This makes the trigger pull extremely hard. This one, just taking this one out, I think would be the easiest modification to do. It really takes like a minute to do it. The other one takes, you know, only 5 minutes at the most. I would look at some videos on how to do it though. If you don't do it carefully, you could have springs shooting all over the place, have one stuck in your forehead and everything else. Help NRA, just regular paperwork, instruction manual, warranty card, receipt, and that's pretty much about it. That's what comes in there. Highly recommend it. Here for $2.99 or $2.89 at the stores now. I'd probably get them used for about $150. Nice and light, good home defense gun, good for ladies to shoot. I recommend it. To see the gun shooting, just click right here. To see my previous review on the shotgun, it was a H&R Partner Protected. Click right here. And thanks for watching.